Boom. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, you got to understand, nobody can stop you but you. I repeat, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, at the end of the day, nobody can stop you but you. At the end of the day, no laughter can stop you if you don't let that get to you. If you know where you're going in life, nothing can stop you. Dudes are literally committing suicide because of another person laughed at them. There's women out there who commit suicide because a fake alpha male, laughed at them. At the end of the day, guys are literally committing suicide and taking women's lives because she wanted to file for a divorce. At the end of the day, nothing in this world can stop you but you. You got to understand, nobody in this world has the ability to stop your cook up but you. At the end of the day, people can do what they want to. People can switch sides if they want to. But at the end of the day, if you know where you're going in life, you're unstoppable. At the end of the day, when you go to the gym, you must wear headphones in the gym because people like to talk to you. People like to talk about nothing. You see everybody in the gym, they're not even working out. People are on their phone in the gym and they're not creating content. I repeat, people are on their phone in the gym and are not creating content. That has nothing to do with you. At the end of the day, women are in the gym squatting. You got dudes making content talking about, look what women are wearing in the gym. Listen, that has nothing to do with you. You got to understand, nothing in this world can stop you but you. At the end of the day, the only person who's going to pick that weight up and lift it is you. Nobody can get the buys and the tries for you except you. Nobody can get the shoulders for you except you. Nobody can get the back for you except you. Nobody can get the forearms for you except you. Nobody can drop this content except you. You got to understand, nobody is gonna save you. Nobody is gonna do it for you. Are you gonna cry or are you gonna do it yourself? Stop making excuses in life. People who make excuses in life, they're not gonna make it. I repeat, people who are not making excuses in life, they're not gonna make it. Listen, when you have muscles in life, you're basically saying, I want the smoke. I want all the smoke. At the end of the day, I repeat, when you have muscles in life, you basically saying, I want all the smoke. Guys don't want to get in shape because they don't want their smoke. These guys are soft as ultra sharp. These guys are soft as tissue. These guys are soft as pillows. These guys are soft as covers. These guys are soft as laundry clothes. At the end of the day, you got to understand, these guys are soft as pancakes. Do not be a victim. You are not a victim. You are the only one who holds yourself back. You are the only reason you're not where you want to be at in life. If you are where you want to be at in life, you are the only reason you're at where you're at in life. Stop making excuses. Everybody want to play the victim card. But listen, the victim is never the strongest on a battlefield. Only the strongest survive. Welcome to the Hunger Games. I repeat, welcome to the Hunger Games. Only the strongest survive. At the end of the day, when I go to sleep and I wake up, I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm going to do the same thing I did the day before that day. At the end of the day, if you know your future is in Brazil, if you know your future is in Tokyo, if you know your future is in Dubai, if you know your future is in Monaco, and you're in Atlanta, why does Atlanta opinions affect you? You cannot let people's opinions affect you. At the end of the day, that's how they win. You let their opinions affect you. You're not serious and you're not ready for the smoke. I repeat, if you let people's opinions affect you, you're not serious and you don't know where you're going. You don't have it figured out. At the end of the day, you didn't map it out and you didn't trap it out. At the end of the day, you got to understand. You must know where you're going in life. A lot of people, they let other people's opinions, they let other people's laughter. They are a people pleaser. I repeat, if you're affected by other people's opinions, if you're affected by other people's laughter, you are a people pleaser. It actually got to you. It actually penetrated to you. Listen, nobody can disrespect you. If you got buys and tries, you are literally walking around as an ancient gladiator. Nobody in the suburbs is looking like this without TRT or steroids. This is all natural. No creatine. They lucky I don't take creatine. They lucky I don't take protein shakes, protein powder. I don't drink smoothies. I ain't been a Smoothie King in 8 months. That's crazy. I need to go to Smoothie King. But at the end of the day, you got to understand, there is no excuses. If you are a single man in life, there is no excuses. This is why I'm saying, be single for 7 to 10 years. No sex for 7 to 10 years. This is what makes monk mode so fun and so amazing. You guys don't understand. You can get all your hypercars, all your supercar, all your dream cars. You can get the dream mansion you wanted. You can get everything you ever wanted. If you take time, peep the wordplay. I said if you take your time in life. All you have to do is take your time and go forward. You are the only person holding yourself back. You are the only person afraid. At the end of the day, fear is not of God. God gave you a sound mind and a loving heart. At the end of the day, you got to love what you do. I repeat, at the end of the day, you got to love what you do. I'm about to wrap it up and go to sleep, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand. You are the only person holding yourself back. It's not that breakup you went through. It's not that relationship you went through. It's not the friend who betrayed you. You put yourself in that position. You didn't want to be 10 toes down. At the end of the day, you got to understand, people are not your friends. They just want to talk to you to get info on you. People are like informants. At the end of the day, these are the Agent Smiths. You got to understand, survival of the fittest. I repeat, this is survival of the fittest. You got to understand, 7 to 10 years. If you know you don't want to get married in America, why does what people say in America affect you? Why does listen, you got to understand, stay focused. You have to lock in. You got to understand, this is the easiest generation to lock in. Guys do not want to lock in at all whatsoever. They want to date. They want the cat is their cat and they want it now. The woman is literally saying, no, I don't like guys. You're not my type. Dudes are still wanting to stick around. At the end of the day, they just don't get it. At the end of the day, they just don't want to become great. Listen, you got to have the will for greatness. I repeat, you have to have the will for greatness. At the end of the day, there's more to life than sex. At the end of the day, sex is weakening you. At the end of the day, once you release, you are now weak. You now crave more weakness. I repeat, when you release that one time, you are now weak. You now crave more weakness. Only weak actions are going to make you crave being more weak. At the end of the day, if you want to be strong, you have to continue to remain strong. It's going to make you want to be more and more stronger. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.